FightHype here with Jeff Mayweather. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing all right.
Just recently, big news in boxing. Jamie Munguia popped positive. Now, this is another guy in Reynoso's camp that tests positive. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. What are your thoughts on this, and how do we stop it?
Well, I think the one way to stop it is the commissions need to do their job. But the one thing about boxing is this. Boxing is a business. And the person that makes the money can do whatever they want to do because the person that's got to fight them is going to get their biggest payday. So that's how boxing is now. So you have a lot of people that, just like Victor Conte, he's out here talking about and bragging about what his, what the snacks, what the stuff that it can do, that it enhances everything for you. But yet, the commission hasn't done anything about it, and the man is talking about it like it's something that the sport needs. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, one thing is that I just think that as long as, like for instance, right now, Canelo is the man in boxing. He's the man in boxing. Who's ever fighting him is not going to make him test for anything because they're going to get the biggest payday in their life. But because if they say you're on something and I want you to test it, you're not going to get no fight. So basically, that's the same thing that happened so many years ago with my nephew Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he was the only one that could say, Manny Pacquiao, you got to get tested before you fight me. And that was because he was bigger than Manny Pacquiao was. But when all these guys now that, that are up there in the upper echelon in boxing, they don't have to be tested. They ain't never going to have to be tested.
Do you think that the punishment when you do test positive should be more severe? That way, do you think that would send a ripple through and maybe entice guys not to try to use performance-enhancing drugs?
Yeah, I think that the punishment should be, at least a year, of you not being able to make any income. I think that probably should be, what the commission should do. But I think to be honest, I think that the commission, if anybody questions anybody about the commission, it's their job. It's their job to go out and say, wait a second, this person ain't, because we tested him. We did our job. But it's like I said, who's ever the money in the business of boxing, that's what it's about. Who's ever the money don't have to be tested. I don't care. Just like Victor Conte bragging about snack and what it does. But yet, nobody's being tested. So I don't know.
So we also had just recently Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney seemed to be on a crash course to fight, but then it fell out. What do you think about the fight falling out, and who do you pick if they do fight?
I don't know. That's a great fight. That's a great fight between two good young fighters. And I like both of them, and I know both of them very well. So I'm not gonna pick anyone. I'm just gonna say who's ever the best that night should win.
Do you think, without picking a winner, do you think that fight goes the distance?
Yeah, I think it goes the distance. I think so.
Competitive?
I think so. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
If you've known both of them since they were youngins.
Yeah.
So,
well, I trained Devin, but I've been knowing Teofimo for a long time.
Yeah.
And I can remember way back when his dad said that my son is going to beat what's the guy? Lomachenko. He said that a long time ago before anybody thought that his son had any chance at all. But I mean, I like both guys, and like I said, I mean, whoever wins wins.
Thank you so much for your time, Jeff. I always
Thank
appreciate you.
All right.